Now, this is easy, functional, but so cute. Hi, my name is Cindy, aka Z9designs. So stay tuned for some amazing things that are going to be made today out of white casting resin. DIY number 1, fall leaf trinket tray. I have seen these in elegant, transitional, and even in Pottery Barn. The supplies needed include leaf mold, brass spray paint, and white casting resin. Now, this is easy, functional, but so cute. These are trending this year, especially in the color brown. So you have to let me know what you think. I purchased the white casting resin from Amazon a couple of years ago. Someone wanted to know why I was using plaster of Paris rather than casting resin. Well, I like to use all sorts of mediums, and I waited a few months and I decided to give it a try. And after using it, I will let you know my thoughts. The resin comes in 2 bottles. They are listed A and B. You need to mix equal parts, and it comes with 3 cups, 1 ounce each, and 2 popsicle sticks. The box states that it is easily dyed or painted. But if you use dyes, make sure they are not water-based or alcohol dyes. I already had a leaf mold that I had previously used. I mixed the 2 ounces of each, mixed them together rapidly for about 30 seconds, and then I poured it into the leaf mold. Now you need to make sure to work in small batches to avoid flash curing. And then also you need to make sure that you have enough so that you don't have to mix another batch and try to pour it in there, because that's what may cause the flash curing. I waited for 20 minutes and a little bit longer. I just went about doing other things that I needed to do, and magically you see that the clear liquid just transitioned to an opaque white plastic, and it's very hard. Now, during the curing process, it generates heat, so it's nice and warm to your hand, even in the cup. So allow to cure prior to demolding. Then I carefully removed it from the mold, and what a beauty. Sometimes you can get little holes in it or where it didn't all fill in, but there were no tiny holes and all of the details were there. I want you to just take a look at this leaf. Check out all the interesting veining. It gives an eye a catching appeal. Now, here's where my troubles sort of began. I tried painting it with acrylic paint. But it did not take that paint well. Now, probably had I added some baking soda to the paint, that may have solved the problem. I'll have to try that later. But I decided to take it to another level. I had some metallic antique brass satin paint by Behr, and so that is what I used. No, I am not affiliate of Behr paint, but hey, I would like to be. This paint can be used indoor and out. And the thing that I love about this paint, it has an excellent adhesion. So therefore, I think this was a pretty good choice rather than using the acrylic paint with the baking soda in it. I placed this little leaf trinket tray on my console table, and I put a velvet pumpkin in the middle. And then I put some acorns in there and some Christmas ornaments to kind of jazz up the leaf. So you have to let me know what you think, but I think this is a cutie, especially in the color brass, which is trending this year. DIY number 2, resin picture frame magnets. Now you can put anything that you want in the middle of this picture frame, but hey, let's get on with the process. The supply needed include picture frame molds, metallic brass bright shiny gold spray paint, the white casting resin, magnets, super glue, and some fall rub-ons. I use the same process with the white casting resin. I had 2 molds on hands that were frames. One was round and one was rectangle. So I mixed the 2 resin parts and poured them into the mold. Now these molds were very shallow, so you have to be very careful as to how they're filled. I kind of did a little overfilling and had to remove some of the resin with my popsicle stick. They were so nice when I demolded them. However, I didn't want to leave them white, so I took my metallic brass bright shiny gold spray paint and sprayed them, and they look fantastic. I took some of my fall rub-on leaves. I had a stash of them. I had flowers and I found a bee, and I rubbed them in on the middle of the frame. Then I took my super glue and adhered a magnet in the back in the middle of the frames and let it dry. There's a plethora of things that you can put inside the frame. I just wanted something that said fall, so I put it on my refrigerator, and the other one I gave to my neighbor. Now, this is a nice DIY to do with friends. It might be a good idea for like Thanksgiving. Maybe take a little break and make something like this, and they can make it special to them. Have something to take home, and they can put a little magnet on it and stick it on their refrigerator. So I would like to know if you would like to do something like this with family or friends. DIY number 3. Fall resin coasters. The supplies needed include coaster molds, camo sand spray paint, white casting resin, fall rub-ons, and clear varnish. Now, here again, I used the same resin just like I did with the first 2. I filled the coaster mold to the top, but I made sure that it wasn't running over. Now, it is so interesting to see the resin turn white and how the resin gets warm in the mold. And after 10 minutes, I demolded it and decided on what color to paint it. Now, you can leave it longer than 10 minutes because, I left it, went and did something else, and then came back and it was all good. And since the acrylic paint did not adhere as I thought it would, I took my camouflage camo sand spray paint and covered the coaster. So it is kind of a taupe color, which is great for fall. Leads into the other home decor colors. And then I again looked in my stash. I didn't have to go out and buy anything. And I found some leaves and some pumpkins to give it that fall vibe. I rubbed those on, but here is a problem. What happened is, as while I was rubbing the transfer on, it took off some of the paint. So that was no problem. So what I did is I sprayed a little bit on some plastic, and then I took a Q-tip and added the paint that way. So it did okay, but you have to be very careful in putting the rub-on transfers. Some rub-on transfers goes on really good, and some are a little bit tough. I sprayed some varnish on top, and it looks just fine. Now this is going to look fantastic on my fall table, so let me know what you think. There's a bit of a change in my channel, like I mentioned last week if you watched my video, and if you didn't, you need to go back and see it. I will be doing some collaborations, but I will be posting every Thursday. So make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can see what I make every week. DIY number 4, a candle holder in a dish. Now this candle mold was small, so it needed a base to be substantial. The supplies needed include a candle mold, and this one had ridges on it, unfinished, or you can use finished Dollar Tree, the small white trinket trays, moss green spray paint, Z9designs, and clear varnish. Therefore, I purchased 2 unfinished trinket trays from Dollar Tree. However, they needed to be green, so I had to spray paint them moss green to match the candle holder. And once the trinket trays were dry, I took Z9designs and adhered the candle holder to the tray. Lastly, I took clear varnish and sprayed the entire setup. I think it looks fantastic. You pop in 2 wax candles or battery operated candlesticks, and it gives kind of that little antique feel while you light up the room for ambiance. Well, this is all for this week. However, don't forget to tune in next week for some unique DIYs that you want to copy. The link to my channel is listed in the description box below. Please subscribe to my channel. I am a small content creator, and I would love to bring you more interesting DIYs each Thursday. So make sure you subscribe. Give me your feedback. Let me know what you would like to see more of. And if you have liked what you've seen, please subscribe, like, save, and comment. Crafting is very satisfying, but it can be challenging work also. Also, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Facebook, and subscribe to me there also. Thanks for watching each week. I appreciate all of my subscribers. And remember, peace doesn't mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of those things and still be calm in your heart. See you later. Bye. Lovingly, Cindy.